If you were a superhero with the ability to make people laugh uncontrollably, what would be your superhero name and catchphrase? I shed a few tears, and I didn't cry, but... So if you could create a new holiday, what would it be called, and how would people celebrate it?
Welcome back to episode 26 of Nothing But Nonsense. I'm your host, Chase Thomas.
So I'm Noah Wise.
And again, we are back in my basement at the lovely ping pong table with the Neil jersey and the Garrett Cole jersey.
You don't know that guy's first name either?
I think it's James Neal, right?
I don't know.
I forget. I really do forget, but that's Garrett Cole, right?
Garrett Cole.
Pitcher.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
all
right. You got
right.
a black shirt on again. I got a white shirt on again. I'm less fancy this time.
It's less fancy, but tell them about your injury and why you might have an injury.
I've got a really messed up back. It stems from improper lifting of boxes at work at UPS. No, they always make fun of how you should properly handle a bag or a box.
You're like, no, I got it.
And then you lift in these 50-pound boxes with improper form, and you might throw a disc out. And it's been for a few years, and I can't really walk or stand or lay down right now.
And Noah had to move out today, move some more boxes, move some more furniture.
And I definitely didn't properly lift those today. No sirree.
Well, I think whenever it comes to moving out, I don't think that your mind is going to go to, I'm going to get this for form and safety. You're like, I'm going to try to move everything out as fast as possible because I don't want this to take more time.
Yeah, it definitely took a while today. But my timing was kind of on point.
You said 4 o'clock. Well, yesterday you said 8 o'clock, and I was like, brother, where is your math?
Yeah, that was a joke. It's like, yeah, so this 1 8.
Well, I didn't read that through a text. I thought you were being serious, and I was like, was that your chest? Hopefully that caught that.
I can do that.
That's a new sound I've heard. I've never heard anyone be able to do that one.
It was quite sad moving out today. I was getting emotional. I was trying really hard not to cry, but they snuck out just a little bit.
I would assume so. For people that don't know, Noah has technically graduated. You've got to take one more class over the summer, but he will not be in any more apartments or anything of that in the college environment sense. So he is officially
an adult,
soon to be an adult.
Yeah. 5 years I was at school, and that's like a lot of people. Like you do something for so long. That was my life for 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's where I made all some of my closest friends. I got an education there. I got a relationship there.
Yeah.
Just started my somewhat career there.
Yeah.
And just leaving it all behind. I thought I could just walk out today. I really thought I could just walk out the door, get in the car, and drive away. And then, of course, I had to drive past the school, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I did this right there. Like,
yeah.
I really try not. I shed a few tears, and I didn't cry, but it definitely got.
No, it's definitely sad because what's so cool about college, especially if you go and you're in school and you live there, is that the people you hang out with every day, and you see them every single day. Like if you go to in high school, you might see that person once in your class, and that you're not really boys with them. But you see the same people every day.
Especially roommates. Like I've lived with Zoo for 4 years now, pretty much 5 years. I've seen him there's not a day that has gone by at school where I didn't see Zach Marzullo.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the summers. We're used to summers, but I'm not going back to anything next year. I'm not going back to live with Zach anymore.
Yeah.
And it's quite strange.
It is quite strange.
Yeah. But hopefully I'll just start making some big boy money and move out, get an apartment.
I think that stage of life is pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Like becoming independent that way.
Start taking some trips on my lonesome.
Yeah, that would be fun. So you're going to Aruba. Where would you want to go with, let's say, you and McKenna just went on a trip?
I've seen the world quite a lot, and I'd like to show her the world.
Yeah.
I'd like to take her to England because, again, it's my favorite place. I'd like to go to Jamaica again, St. Thomas, all those Caribbean islands. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to show her all those places.
I saw some guy on we posted the top 3 places you'd want to travel to, and I had said London and Ireland, and they were like, well, this guy loves dreary weather. It's not that I love dreary weather. I think it's just 2 different cultures and experiences that I haven't been a part of.
Dude, that dude's obviously never been there. He doesn't know what it's like.
No, because we take what I find so fascinating about the European countries is we take American football so seriously here, but it is 100 times the level of that with soccer, like
Rugby
and anything else.
cricket.
Because those people that I think I just saw something once, like, oh, Newcastle, like they had just qualified for the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy, some older gentleman, was crying, and he's like, "I've been part of Newcastle." He didn't even say as a fan. He was like, "I've been a part of Newcastle for 60-something years, and they've never really done this." And it's just like that's their life, and I find that so fascinating because it's just like they wake up and check that like it's the news.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting how different we are.
And I think Ireland. I don't even know what fascinates me about when I go to Ireland, but I think it's just
Potatoes.
potato famine.
One time in high school, they were like, some kid was like, at the lunch table, was like, during the potato famine, it's all they had to eat. They had nothing else but potatoes. We're like, dude, that is when the potato crops, they had no potatoes.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not. And we literally had to like look it up. Like, they had no potatoes instead of only having potatoes.
He thought they only had potatoes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. They lost all their potatoes.
Yeah, no. And then another funny thing, this kid named Z-Rob, R.I.P. Z-Rob, we were in, I forget what science class in high school, but he was a jokester. He'd get in trouble with the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, he was like talking about a whale shark.
Yeah.
The teacher was like, those aren't real.
The teacher thought a whale shark wasn't real.
Yeah, he's like, she said, Miss Russman, she was the worst, no one liked her. He like got kicked out of the class or sent to the principals because he's like, Miss Russman, you are so stupid. Those are real. Look it up. And she's like, I'm not looking it up. They're not real. He's like, look them up. And they got into an argument. Like, they had actual hatred for each other.
That's so funny, though, because that's such a dumb way to outsmart the teacher.
Yeah.
Like,
whale sharks aren't real. Like, it was like everybody in the class was just dying. Like, all of his friends are like trying to back him up.
Yeah.
And he's just getting in trouble for saying
he was right.
Yeah.
That's funny. We had a kid in 4th grade who was actually a valedictorian, I think. His name was David Choi, and he was super, super smart and would outsmart pretty much everyone. So in 4th grade, he gave our professor a math problem. Like, he would bring him in daily to see if did I say professor?
Yeah, he did.
Our 4th grade teacher, to see if she could solve this problem. And there were a few times where he genuinely stumped her, and he wrote out a problem and solved it to make sure it worked, and then would give it to her.
He'd be making his own math problems?
Yeah.
That's insane.
In 4th grade.
I thought all math problems were already like created.
We pretty much just have to see how to solve them.
I didn't know people could just make their own math problems.
Yeah, he was just making math problems up.
That's crazy.
And solving them. Like, he wasn't making them up to be like, hey, is this solvable?
Dude,
like, he knew how to solve them.
Just imagine having to make your own math problem. That's
I don't know. I have an issue with whoever decided to add letters into math.
person gonna screw himself.
Yeah.
The algebra?
Yeah, that's algebra.
Who created algebra?
Why did you create algebra? Because I really don't need to know why or like what this means. Just tell me what it means.
Oh,
right?
X and Y.
X, Y equals mx plus b. If you know what that is, leave it in the comments.
Y equals mx. That's the slope.
Mm-hmm. What if we just totally both forgot what it was, but just remember what it is?
That's the slope of the line.
Yeah. You remember the quadratic formula? There was like a song for it.
It's like 1/2 times the square root of some numbers.
Yeah. Plus b squared minus 2, like...
A squared plus b squared.
That's
c squared.
Pythagorean theorem. I was good at geometry.
I thought that's what you were going with. No,
I
like
was
geometry.
good at geometry. Because I feel like that made more sense.
Isn't there some other part on the left side of the quadratic equation?
The quadratic equation is like...
Is it just y equals? Or is it something else?
It's something over the square root of 2, I think. You could look it up, too, if you really want to do. I don't really care either. I really cannot remember the quadratic
I know there's
formula.
a 2 on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
On the right side, I mean. There's a 2 somewhere, I thought.
Yeah. There's 2 somewhere.
There's A's and B's.
There's A's and B's.
And a C?
I don't know if there's a C or not.
I hope not.
I don't know.
There might be.
That tells you how much we've learned in school.
Yeah.
I was also
Well, Shag was just in here. He's not in here anymore, but he passed stats for me.
I passed stats for myself, but can I really say that?
No, Shag passed stats for me.
That he knew how to do everything for
He
you?
had to do everything. And he'd like tutor me, but he'd be like, all right, just like share your screen and let me do it. Like, Shag, I feel so bad. Don't do it. No.
We had, oh yeah. I love the kids that try to mask how they want your answers. Be like, hey, can I compare answers with you? Like, brother, just ask me for the homework instead.
Yeah, I've never minded giving someone my homework.
No, I haven't.
Like, I don't even be like, hey, here you go. Don't copy it. I don't care.
I don't care what you do with it. Here it is. You can compare. You can cheat if you
I was
want,
like,
but it is not on me.
Sorry, I left my notebook in the lab. He must have just taken it.
Yeah. Yeah, he took my entire.
I feel like most kids are smart enough to know not just to copy someone's work.
Except for Darsh.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
Be careful with plagiarizing. Do not plagiarize.
Me and Adam Saunders actually got in trouble once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I asked to see his homework, and he let me see it. And it was like weird because there were correct answers to the. It wasn't like write out your reasoning. It was just like, what's the answer?
Oh, like a short answer, but there was an answer?
Yeah, there was an answer, and I had the same answer to him because. And then we got yelled at, like we got pulled out of class and said, if I see you guys do this again, I'm gonna get you guys in trouble. And I'm like, I didn't copy him.
Yeah.
He's like, you can say that, but I know what happened. I'm like, now Adam told me like never do that again.
Really?
Yeah, he was mad, but like it was stupid because there were correct answers. Just because we got the same wrong answer wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a jag off of a professor for speech. You ever see the guy? Poor guy had throat cancer, so he has like that throat.
Oh, maybe.
And a really tight skinned face, kind of looks Asian with a ponytail.
Maybe.
Oh, he was. I don't.
You
even
didn't
know
like
his
him?
name. No one liked him. He was terrible.
What was I gonna
It
say?
was the hardest speech class at the school.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, we were slaves to speech.
He made you do every like homework and like how many speeches did you guys have to do?
Enough. We did a lot, and they had to be like perfect, peer reviewed. You had to review it yourself, and there weren't enough annotations in your speech for him to see in class. You get points off. You had to turn everything in if there weren't enough annotations, or you didn't have enough post-it notes, or your flashcards weren't filled out enough for the speech. You get points off.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone ever that's got 100% on the.
That's stupid. I like from
And then like Jimmy's like, I had to write a speech about fish today and why they swim in the ocean.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I had to write about
Something totally unrelated.
why Hitler's mom was not a bad lady.
Stupid stuff.
Like research intense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, here's the problem that I have as a student and someone that has obviously had to do research. I feel like I have qualifications to say this. I feel like professors or teachers should let students research topics that they want to research.
My writing class, one of my favorite, it was like the only class I liked out of all my IPs or freshman requirements.
Yeah.
Swear to God, it was my writing class. The teacher was awesome. It was writing about movies. So we watched movies in class and had to write papers on some of them. But then our homework papers were like, there was a topic and you watch a movie that fit inside that topic. I wrote a paper about Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I wrote a movie on Fast and Furious franchise, on the Rocky franchise, on I forget the other.
But stuff you like.
Yeah, stuff that I got to choose the movie. I had to watch the movie, take notes on the movie, write a paper about it.
Yeah.
I love that class.
That would be so awesome.
It was also funny.
Do you feel like you learn more from doing that?
Oh yeah. I am a grammar god. It's like I'm a nerd about grammar. Like I know it all to a pretty good to a T. And it's funny because in the class, none of these kids knew grammar.
I didn't know. I
They
still
were
don't
they
know
were
that well.
really bad, and we had to take quizzes every single class. And I just get 100, 100, 100,
Yeah.
100, 100. And I had to take them all, and so everyone got 100 on one quiz.
Yeah.
And we finally got one towards like the end of the semester, all 100, and we had to stop taking them. But it was just funny, like They didn't even matter. Like, they weren't put in the grade book.
Yeah.
It was just everyone needed to get 100 on these grammar tests.
That
And the fact that we were still taking grammar tests in college.
in college is crazy. We because we had to take him too. I felt bad. I felt so bad for BR though because he was in my class. We have this, for reference, this kid is from Venezuela and he doesn't speak
English.
It's broken English, but he's actually gotten pretty good with it.
Yeah, no, he's good.
But in terms of writing it, like you can still see sometimes he's not that great with it. But as anyone would be, and our English professor like lit him up for whatever reason for his grammar exam and even on his papers. And I was like, brother, like he doesn't understand how to write. Like he's barely understanding you in class.
For 4 years prior to this.
Yeah.
Give him a break.
Because then he would put everything into Google Translate and like
Yeah.
that skews everything up real bad. And he would put it on his paper and he would just get horrible grades because he didn't know how to write it. But you
He's in
can't.
Venezuela right now.
Yeah, I did. I'm
Yeah,
actually
looks
really
like
happy
he's
for
having-
him.
It looks like he's having a great time. A little bit.
But yeah, that's just school stinks. That's the gist of it.
Okay, let's get into some.
Some nonsense.
Yeah. So if you could create a new holiday, what would it be called, and how would people celebrate it?
For me, I think I'm going to put together some things that I like
Yeah.
or may allegedly like. So I'm going to go beer, burgers. It's pretty much going to be like a 4th of July, but not a 4th of July.
Okay.
Gifts will have to be given. I don't know. Maybe it would be like an international video game holiday where you get together with your boys on a national holiday.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be like not necessarily the last day of school, but maybe like a day after, like when your senior skip days. Do like one day after prom, and you get together. You do a bunch of video game stuff with your boys. Eat a ton of food. Gift each other video games. I think that would be a good one.
That'd be cool. It'd have to be like national, like golf day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, everybody gets a day off for golf.
Yeah.
And the best part is you get the golf all day. There's no requirements and it's free wherever you go. But the thing is, you get like this, because not everyone could golf the same day. It'd be impossible.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible. You get to choose what day it is. It's just like a
Oh, so there's a
it's
day.
a personal holiday for everybody, but it is like recognized, and you get this card in the mail every year, and you only get one, and it's like $100 bill for like you can't remake them,
Oh, I see.
and then you have to turn it in,
To the golf course.
and it's your one day to play as much golf as you want.
What if you did like a
You get a free 6-pack.
that's a great idea. What if we did like there was a website and you went onto it and you queued in for golf courses around you and you sat in like a waiting room, so you had to be up early?
No.
You're just
It's
giving
a holiday.
You're
There's no stress.
you're just giving them $100 like stimulus check. To just
It's
go
not.
to
It's
golf.
not. It's not $100 bill. It's like how you can't make. They got a blue strip on it.
Mm.
You can't remake that dollar. You can't remake the $100.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a.
So there's really no value to it. You can just use it at whatever.
You
course
can use
want.
whatever course you want, and they have to honor it.
Oh.
Say today is my day for the holiday.
And now you get it.
And thank you, sir. Here's your brand new Pro V1 or whatever ball you want. Here's your free food voucher, and here's some free beer.
That sounds like a perfect holiday.
Everybody gets one, but you have to register for the event for the holiday.
Once or like every year?
Once. You just do it once and you're set for life. And it comes, whenever you hand it in, it'll know you handed it in, or you just say, you go on the website, hey, I handed my in today, sign it for next year.
We should start this holiday.
That'd be
If
critical.
anyone has a serious amount of money and wants the government and wants to give money to people to golf,
That's pretty cool.
Please. It's actually a good holiday.
It's not even that expensive.
Mm-mm.
It's what? What's the most expensive course? I don't even know. Let's say it's $300,000. It's like $1,000 to play.
Yeah.
I guess.
whatever, they're going to miss out on 1 day of expenses.
Yeah, they're gonna miss one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, a day. Probably a lot of people a day, but still.
But still, that would equate to like, even if that one person missed on that
I
day.
want to play. If I'm gonna go play Pebble Beach once,
Yeah.
and you know what? I'm not gonna go there every time because guess what? It's a hard course. I'm gonna want to play good golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like going to a good course and spending like $100 and shooting a 120.
Sucks. I won't do it, dude. I won't, until I'm like actually like pretty good. Where I'm
Decent.
shooting consistent low 80s in the 70s, maybe scratch golfing. I'm not spending $120 on a golf course.
Yeah.
No, unless there's like good be playing some golf course and they getting this free stuff. Like it's like a legit, like everyone gets the free stuff. Like drive through on this 6-hole food course, you get whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of stuff is cool. I would pay $120.
Yeah.
Probably more to do that with all the amenities included.
Yeah,
But no, not just to play 18 and go home.
we Old Stonewall up here.
Yeah, never played there. No, it's nice.
I played there, shot horrible, but my friend's dad was nice enough to actually pay for me because it's an expensive round. It's like $140
Yeah.
if you're not a member. And so we went out. I had a blast because I didn't have to pay anything, but I shot horrible. But it was a really nice course to be on.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our holidays. Let us know what you think of our holidays.
So now, if you had to survive a zombie apocalypse with 3 celebrities of your choice,
Okay.
who would you pick and why?
Okay. Now, I thought about this question. Are fictional characters included?
No.
So just real people and real skills.
Yeah, because you could just be goaded
With fictional people. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm going to go.
You ever see This Is the End? The movie about the
No.
apocalypse?
I mean, there's a ton of.
Not a zombie apocalypse,
No.
like the apocalypse, and it's all like actors like Seth Rogen.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. So is it like a comedy
It's
movie?
comedy.
Okay.
It's really funny. It's really funny.
Yeah.
James Franco.
Oh, so it's like another, like an interview kind of thing? Because James Franco and
Yeah.
Seth Rogen did an
Yeah.
interview, but
Yeah,
this
it's like
time
that.
with an apocalypse.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
It's super funny. Super funny. What's Jonah? It's Jonah Hill's in it. Like even like Rihanna's in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like another super bad.
It's really funny.
So it's like those two, but like if you put them in like a zombie apocalypse.
it's
kind
not
of-
zombie. It's like the
like the world is ending.
world is ending.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I think I'm going to go a SEAL in Jocko Willink or David Goggins.
Okay.
I'm going to pick one. I'll go Jocko. No,
Was
That's
he a
a lie.
seal? Was Goggins a seal?
Goggins was a SEAL.
Oh,
Yes.
that explains it.
I'm going to go Bear Grylls.
I was thinking about one of those dudes' names.
Yeah, Bear Grylls is the survival guy. And then one more. Who would be awesome? There's another.
Rambo.
Yeah. I don't know anyone else that would be really good with that. I'll go Jocko, Bear Grylls, and who has? Oh, Gordon Ramsay. Make up some food for us with the
Okay,
random
that'd be some-
ingredients.
Oh, that'd be some busting.
Yeah.
That'd be the bus. Let's see. Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
I feel like he could beat some people, like young. I get him at his prime.
Yeah.
I get Dog at his prime. Give me another Bear Grylls type of name.
I really don't know anyone else. You can use Bear Grylls.
No, I'm not using Bear. There's some other dude's name. I forget his name. Give me like Steve Irwin.
Mm-hmm.
Give me like.
Now that
I want Mark Wahlberg too.
you think?
I just-
Why Mark
I
Wahlberg?
just want a good group of guys.
Some guys that you'll be okay just chilling around.
We'd be fine.
Yeah.
We would have died. The zombies couldn't get us.
I think I went with the real survival route.
No, you're definitely living. I might have fun though.
Yeah, you'll definitely have fun. No, I'll be like,
Gordon Ramsay would just make you want to die.
Jocko Willink gets up every day at 4:30 in the morning and posts on his Instagram at 4:30 in the morning every day. He might not even get up at that time. He's staring at his watch in the gym at 4:30 in the morning and posts it on Instagram every day just to rub it in the face that he's getting up before everyone else. So I feel like during
Is
the
he better
zombie
than
apocalypse,
Goggins? Is he better than
I don't know. I don't think so.
Is he better than Goggins?
I-
Isn't he trying to set the world record for pull-ups again?
Again, I did see a trailer for that. I think he is, or he posted something about it,
Yeah.
which would be insane because he set the record at like 4,000, and then someone broke it at 7,000,
Yeah.
and like totally overdid it. So
No.
now I think he's going to try to beat 7,000, which is a stupid amount of pull-ups.
It was like 120. It was some like 40 a minute for. It was a lot.
I can't even do like 10 consecutively.
No, I can't. Yeah, that's really weak. But
It's not even like I guess if you're in like a body weight perspective, yeah, it's weak. But like Eddie Hall can't do a ton of push-ups, but he could lift a car.
Mother truckers be putting 45s on their waists.
Oh, and doing pull-ups? Yeah, that's insane.
Chains.
Yeah, that's insane. The people who do, you know what calisthenics is?
Yeah.
Yeah, calisthenics is stupid too.
I used to be able to do lots. I used to be able to do all of that whenever I was younger in high school
Did
still.
you do the flag? Did you say you could do the flag?
No.
Someone I know could
I used to
do
go to
the
this.
flag.
I used to go to one of those indoor training places and get trained, and I could put 25 on the belt, do 10 pull-ups, and I weighed 100,
About 40?
100 pounds. Not even.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I was really light, but I could do it all. I was strong. Like,
What happened to you?
I'm still pretty strong.
You're still pretty strong.
Yeah. No, but like literally, like I'd be weight training in high school, 120 pounds, lifting the best like weight to mass or
Oh,
the best
yeah.
pound. I was like pound
for
for pound the
lifter.
best. for
Yeah.
sure.
Mark is like that. Mark Armile is like that.
I was definitely really good pound for pound.
Yeah.
Like I'd have 45s on and weighing 110, repping out 10.
I was an all right pound for pound lifter. I'd say I am kind of now, but not
I
really.
am not good pound for pound right now.
It's because you guys stopped going to the gym. Are you still going to go with Dylan whenever he's working these hours?
Don't know how it's gonna work, but I told as long as he wakes me up, I'm gonna go.
What time is he going to plan on going?
Now he'd have to wake up at like 5:30, or get to the gym around 5:30, work out for an hour, get back home, and get to the work by 7.
Yeah. So, or would he go after work?
I mean, that's still our gym. The gym he goes to closes early.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That kind of stinks.
So, yeah, it's kind of he's gonna get really mad about it when he figures out that it's not sustainable.
The timing is, yeah.
Yeah. But I told him if
If
he
you get
can
him
wake
up,
me up,
you're going to go.
I'm gonna go because I know I need to, but I don't have the motivation to do it myself.
Yeah. I get that.
It sucks. I'd love to have that type of motivation. I'm surprised I've been able to do it walking. Geez, the Riverhounds just beat 2 MLS teams in a row.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I forget the first team we played, but we beat them, and then we just beat the Crew. 2 MLS teams we just beat in the U.S. Open Cup.
So is that to qualify to get into the MLS?
There's no relegation, there's
There's
no
no
promotion
promotion?
or relegation. No.
See, I thought there was. Then why was
You pretty much just have to I think it's like you just have to have a bid to get in. But yeah, or you have to just have to pay a lot of money.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I remember
It's
there
like
was-
a big thing that people get really mad about. Like there needs to be promotion and relegation and these types of things because the Riverhounds obviously just
B2 MLS teams they can compete.
They can compete.
Because I remember, I think it was a few years ago. It wasn't a whole lot long ago, but they were winning like their championship stuff, and I thought people were getting excited because they could get promoted.
Riverhounds are good, dude. Got some ballers on their team.
Is the other name Eddie Kiza? Eddie Kiza. He played for the Pitt soccer team and then the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, and then he got drafted by the New England, not the Patriots. New England. I don't know what it is.
No, I don't know.
But because he got drafted into the MLS, but the MLS put him on a loan to be on the Pittsburgh Riverhounds again. So I don't know if he's still
Robbie
playing.
Mertz, hometown hero Robbie Mertz is a goat. He was drafted in the MLS.
See, I don't know enough about the Riverhounds.
Yeah, he was drafted by the MLS, and I think he went to the Riverhounds and he went to Atlanta United's second team, and now he's back at Riverhounds, or he just went MLS, Atlanta, Riverhounds. But he's good enough to play in the MLS. For
Well,
sure.
clearly he got drafted.
Yeah.
I think I've got another question.
Yeah, you got 3 more. If you were a superhero with the ability to make people laugh uncontrollably, what would be your superhero name and catchphrase?
This is hard. This is really hard.
You gotta be like, I don't know.
Something funny.
Just be like Himothy.
Himothy.
Yeah.
I'm Himothy. That's your catchphrase. Maybe I'll be.
Yeah, this is hard.
This is a hard one because there's a lot more thought that's involved in it. Who's the the meme, or not the meme, but the guy that was bowling and he bowled a strike or something like that, or he just won.
I don't know
It was
his
like,
name.
but he was like, "Who do you think you are? I am." I think that would be my My catchphrase.
Well, that's his catchphrase.
Well, it's mine now.
You can't take that.
I just took it because I'm gonna be a superhero. I'm gonna be the funny man.
That your name?
Maybe I'll be the funny man. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I am the funny man. Put it together. It's not great.
Not great. Maybe this one should have become a real offense, but yes.
I'll let people try to come up with their things. I'm trying also not to be overly offensive.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know what type of offensive things you would be able to say.
I really don't know.
Those
either.
aren't funny.
No, they're not funny. Not funny at all.
No.
That's why I'm the funny man.
Yeah. I think I'm a pretty funny man already. I'm not gonna lie.
I would definitely say you're funny.
Yeah.
Or are you just gonna be Noah Weiss?
I'm pretty. What would you say? Would you say I'm pretty quick and witty, or what do you think? Just
I think you're pretty quick and witty. I like people that are good with one-liners, like just good little comments.
Jimmy was always good at that.
Jimmy was very good at that.
I think Jimmy's pretty funny. He's funnier than me, but it's good when you can admit when someone's funny. But I'd still like to believe I'm pretty funny.
You are pretty funny. I like because like even it wasn't necessarily a one-liner, but you know the TikTok that your sister liked when you were like that'd have been cool. That last comment of that'd have been cool made that funny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
So it doesn't ever have to be necessarily one-liners, but just good timing of a joke. Like if you can time a joke well, it's perfect.
Yeah, Mitchell hasn't watched any of these, so I can talk about Mitch. He just asked me to go see The Machine tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
his dad ran it out movie theater.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's through work, but
that's pretty cool.
Ran it out theater, and I said yes, and he's like, "It's in Robinson." I hate driving to Robinson.
How far is it? Far or is it bad drive?
It's like 40 minutes, but it's a bad drive.
Yeah,
you got to get on 79. You got to go through all these back roads to get to 79. Then you get on the highway, and then you get off the highway onto this crappy road through Robinson. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I have to go on that road all the time to get to the airport. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And like, he's like, all right, so it's here and it's at 2:00. And I'm like, should I have said yes? Yeah, right away. I'm not going anymore. I already backed out.
You told him?
I already backed out. I said, I don't feel like driving to Robinson. He said, it's 35 minutes. I'm like, yeah, but I hate that drive.
Yeah, but I can watch it later.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it in the theater.
It was for free though.
It is for free, but I did see a thing though that Bert was talking to Mark Hamill and a couple other actors, and he was like, "I would obviously he's going to say this because he's promoting his own show,
yeah.
But he said I would recommend watching it in movie theaters." And then he brought up the point of like, then you get to see it with a huge screen and some serious sound. And I guess from the point of at that point,
sound.
Yeah, but it's not like the movie theater and
really
like a giant screen. Like you're like totally drowned out from the world and you're just watching movies.
Do you know the story behind The Machine? Like, did you watch his special?
Yeah, I know the whole Machine story.
No, I don't even know what it means. I don't really care. There's no need to go into it.
Anyways, yeah, he pretty much just got involved with the Russian mafia in college.
Oh.
And now this movie isn't about that because he's already told the story so many times, so people already know the story. So the movie is about him and his dad going back to Russia and the aftermath of that story.
Oh.
But like a comedy action thriller kind of thing.
The Machine sounds like something like that. Do you know what? In Alabama, there's something called The Machine there. Alabama University. And everybody knows about it. But no one knows who The Machine is.
Really?
But something like that. I forget. There's Barstool did something on it. Caleb Presley did something on it.
I think Caleb Presley's funny.
He went to Alabama. I'm pretty sure it's Alabama too. I hate to be wrong about that. But he's like going around asking people like, and people like, don't bring that up.
Really?
Yeah. It's like real. Like they make everything happen at that school.
Wow.
I forget for what events, but it was like, yeah, don't ask about it.
But is someone like labeled Machine for the 4 years that they're through there?
No,
like, no one won't even talk about it.
It's like an Illuminati type of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually funny. Yeah, because
I have to find the video and send it to you, but it's like really, really funny because people know about it,
but they just won't talk about it.
Yeah, they won't talk about it.
That's weird. Because the reason why
it's like who gets selected for different positions, who wins homecoming queen, who wins all that type of stuff.
Oh, it's like a governmental thing between the college.
It's something.
It's something, but I can't ask you because you don't know anything about it.
I forget. Too. I watched a song. It was when Caleb was on his tour around all the colleges.
Yeah.
And that was his story at Alabama. I love Caleb Presley too. I
love the Sunday Conversations.
You watch the new one with that one lady?
I haven't watched the new one. Glennie Balls is hilarious though.
The new one's there's some random lady. It's totally off par from what
they normally do, like with a celebrity.
She's a celebrity, but I don't know exactly who she was.
You remember the name?
I don't. But do you care if I say what he does?
No.
She makes this perfume for your nether region. So it's called Puzzy. P-U-Z-Z-Y.
Nice.
He's like, why? And she's like, because it stinks.
Yeah.
He's like, mine don't stink.
Yeah.
He's like, go ahead. She says, go to the bathroom, scrape your butt, and let me smell it, and I'll tell you if it stinks. And he's gone, and she's like, Glennie, do you think he's really doing this? He's like, well, he's been gone for a while. You might think, I'll smell it if you smell it. And he comes back, and she's like, well, come on. He goes, are you really? He goes, he put his stinky butt finger in this girl's face, and that's how it ends.
That's actually hilarious.
It was hilarious. It was kind of gross, but it was hilarious.
I like the interview that they did with the Sunday Conversation they did with Drake, and they were talking about the diamonds on the chain.
Yeah.
And Glennie Ball and Caleb was like, yeah, he's a diamond on his chain for every time he's thought about boobies or something like that. And then they pan the camera, and the chain is like down his back and like coiled on the ground. And then he goes, he's been thinking about this for like 17 years.
And they have a bonus in that one.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of them was my favorite, but there's a lot.
The one with Kevin Gates is great.
Josh Allen's Kevin Gates was good. You know who's had a bad one? Trevante Davis, because he's just dumb as a bag of rocks.
He is pretty stupid. I'm not going to say anything really bad about him because I don't want to get beat up by Trevante Davis. But
he beat me up.
Let's get Noah Weiss and Trevante Davis.
I don't think he could beat me. Not that I can fight. I just wouldn't.
You just wouldn't tap out. You're like Rocky.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd rather just take the brain damage and never hit the mat.
So you're telling me you can take it as much brain damage as possible and not hit the mat?
Yeah, I just eat them all.
All right, Philly.
I don't think you knock me on the ground. I don't think many people can knock me on the ground.
Well, hopefully we're big enough one day where we can put these to the test and make a show out of it. That would be great.
I don't even know.
That would be great.
I think I could eat some punches to the head.
Because Bert does all these things too with Tom on their podcast where they'll be like, he'll come up with scenarios and reasons why he can beat people. And then Tom will like kind of talk him out of it. And then Bert will be like, okay, well, let's just put Michael Phelps in jeans. And I bet I could beat Michael Phelps in a race in jeans and swimming. Or something like that.
I don't think he could. Let's see. We got.
I think there's one more.
There's one more. No, there's two more. If you could create a new sport by combining two sports, what would they be and how would you play the game? Well, one of my favorite combined games was already a thing. I think we called it Gator Ball.
I've heard of Gator Ball.
I think that's what we called it. It might not be the right one. Basketball and soccer.
Okay. No, that's right. Yeah, we played Gator Ball too.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Because we played that in gym class.
Yeah, I think that sport's awesome. I think it should be. So Gator Ball is you can shoot it at the net or you can shoot a hoop. But you can't pick the ball off the ground. If it's on the ground, you have to keep it on the ground. You can kick it up to somebody. But yeah, if it's below the knees, it's got to stay down there, and you got to play soccer. But you could be going for a shot at the net, and you could just cross it to someone's hands, and they could put up a. Yeah, I think that game is really cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I was gonna try to do the same thing with like soccer and basketball, but at that point,
and then again, like soccer, tennis is awesome.
Yeah. Maybe that's because they've already created
ping pong soccer is awesome.
Yeah, they've already pretty much put all the sports
soccer,
together.
Volleyball is awesome. Like, come on.
There is, soccer, volleyball is good.
You can pretty much take the soccer ball and put it in
any sport. Soccer, golf.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, rugby's kind of soccer and football.
Yeah, you put the two of them together. Soccer, baseball. No, that's not really a thing.
Kickball.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Is soccer the most universal sport to combine other sports with? Name.
You can't do football and baseball.
I guess.
How would you do that?
You're just blitzing people at first, second, third home.
Dude, did we just
Hit sticking
is
people.
soccer really like
The
that?
only sport that you really can't do soccer with, I will say this for sure, is definitely swimming because they turn that into polo.
Polo.
But that's hand volleyball.
I guess, yeah.
But
But that's like,
it's still you're shooting it into a net.
yeah.
You've got a team.
No, that's soccer. That's soccer and swimming. That's soccer and swimming. And then you have equestrian polo.
Yeah.
That's through hoops. That's you get a ball, right?
Yeah, you get a ball and you get the
With a ball?
whole pole and stick. Yeah.
Quidditch, it's that's a goal.
Quidditch.
Dude, soccer's
Soccer's the universal sport to find anything with. We've just figured it out here because you could still make like a. If you really wanted to, you could do like a cornhole soccer version too.
I mean, it's pretty universal because there's a goal.
There's a goal and there's a ball,
Yeah.
and
It's-
it doesn't really matter how it gets there as long as it gets there.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
I mean, let's think about it. If you're playing basketball, guess what? I'll shoot a basketball with a soccer ball in my backyard.
yeah,
I'll take a soccer ball to the tennis courts. That's easily done. In the pool, I'll play with a soccer ball.
Mhm.
Swimming and basketball. That'd be a good one too. I like doing that. You ever play? You know,
oh yeah.
There's
You're just
no-
messing around.
there's no
You and
rule.
VR.
there's no rules in
in
that
pool
I know as a
basketball.
fact. This is a universal law. There are no rules in pool basketball. Let me know what you think. You can beat the crap out of each other. You
It really
come
turns
out-
into a wrestling match.
dude. I shit you not. Every time you play, someone comes out with a scratch the whole way across.
Oh yeah.
Every single time. There are no rules in pool basketball, and no one gets butthurt about it.
You wrestle for the ball.
Yeah.
Whoever comes up with the ball first out of the water can dash it to the hoop and pretty much
I
dunk.
have a 10-foot hoop in my pool. Not in my pool, but we have a basketball hoop, but it's broken down to the 6 foot. It doesn't go up.
Yeah.
And then shallow end of my pool is 4 feet.
Oh, so it gets 10.
It's 10 foot.
Yeah.
So we're actually throwing up shots in the pool.
That's actually pretty funny.
And that's awesome. I love it. We have such a good time.
There are a lot of fun pool games. Have you ever played the toothpick game?
What is that?
So you take a toothpick and you throw it in the water.
That doesn't sound good.
And whoever spots it first jumps in, goes and gets it. That's really the premise of the game, but it's actually pretty entertaining because it's so hard to find a toothpick.
Yeah, my dad would not let that happen.
Really?
Throw a toothpick in the pool. You could cut the liner. Cut the liner. Yeah.
It's a great game though.
Yeah.
Play that if you're not Noah's family. There's also what other pool games are there? Oh, the colors.
Who can do the best jump in the pool?
What's that game? Star. It's you jump up and you tell them to jump into 3 positions. It's like pencil, dive, or cannonball.
I think I just swim in a pool.
Well, we've got a ton of games.
Yeah.
So as someone runs and jumps, as they're in the air and they're at like their apex, someone yells pencil, cannonball, or dive. And when they're up there, they have to try to get into that position to get into the water successfully.
What's the game where someone stands at one end and they're like it's like a category, and then you got to try to
Swim as fast as you or no.
swim as silently as you can.
Yeah, because you want to get down and you don't want to get tagged.
Yeah.
Because if you get tagged, you're the person that does. It's called categories. I'm pretty sure we just call it categories. So if I forget how the rules really work, but
The person with the categories doesn't do anything. They're just saying yes or no. I don't even know.
no, I'm pretty sure it's if the category is colors, the category person standing at the top of the pool with everyone in the water has to guess the color, and if he guesses your color, you have to get under the water and swim as fast as you can without being noticed.
Yeah, that
If you
game's
get
lit.
tagged, you're out.
That game's lit.
That one's fun.
Just like Marco Polo.
Marco Polo is a good
No, it's
normal
like
one.
sharks and minnows. It's like categories of the category.
Yeah,
You just try to go.
you just pretty much Sharks and Minnows was a lot of fun in gym class too.
Yeah. You ever played Pac-Man in gym class?
No,
You have to walk on the lines of the gym floor, and then some lines will get cut off at some point.
Uh-huh.
So like, this is somebody, you're somebody, so you're walking this way, I'm walking this way.
Mhm.
This person gets tagged, but this person gets tagged. They sit down on that line. You can no longer go past that person. So you gotta figure.
Oh, so there's a Pac-Man trying to walk around and tag someone?
Yeah, and if you get tagged, you sit down and block a line, and then you know how the gym.
Yeah.
Gym floors are packed, chock full of lines.
Yeah.
So you're just walking around, zigzagging and all that stuff, and then some eventually. You can't go anywhere. And they have to stay in the lines, but they can go past people.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
And that game was fun. Indian ball?
Indian ball?
Yeah.
What's
So there's a pitcher. So like out here's the line. You're batting here. The line's pretty close. Let's say this line. This is you out here. Someone's pitching to you. You hit the ball. Goes miles. Someone has to get it, and they can't move from where they throw it. So if you hit a missile back there, if they catch, I don't know. But point of the thing is, you drop your bat after you hit the ball, and if they can hit the bat with the ball, they can. The point of it is just stay up at bat as long as you can.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh. We had this one game, I forget the game it was called, but you would stand in a circle, and our teacher had basically this game was horrible because kids would face plant on the gym floor, but it was great. Let's say this is the gym teacher, the class is in a circle, and he's got a ball attached to a rope.
Got a machine gun.
Yeah. And he starts spinning in a circle, so you have to try to jump over the ball. And at some point, he gets high enough and just continues to spin, and some people can't jump over it, so they just get whacked by this ball hella fast and just fall over. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. There's so many great gym class memories too. Dodgeball in gym class was undefeated.
Climbing the rope.
Climbing the rope was great. Did you guys do rock walls? Did you guys have rock walls? We had rock walls. We were like that.
McKenna leaves for Seattle in like 30 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Have fun, McKenna.
Yeah, have fun.
Should we do music?
You can do one more question if you want to.
Oh, yeah. What's the last question?
Oh, she's enjoying some Chick-fil-A. Wonderful. If you could have a personal robot assistant with a quirky personality, what humorous quirks or antics would you program in it to have it?
My robot is going to be a Theo Vaughn robot. And I'm just going to have stupid conversations with him all day.
Theoisms?
Yep. Some great Theoisms.
I'd have a Kevin Hart robot.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's still got some good wisdom, too. I would have nearly get no learning or wisdom out of Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn would be like... there's some dude that can impersonate him so well on TikTok.
Yeah, there is.
Look up a picture of the first pregnant lady doing a backflip.
Yeah, something like that.
Can you look that up?
Oh, shoot. Who's the... Andrew Santino did a good impression, and he was like, my cousin's ex-wife, who was my sister-in-law, and I didn't even have a husband. It's just this random tangent.
I didn't even have a sister. Yeah, they just got a baby. Crazy.
It's so stupid. Theo Vaughn is a great Theo Vaughn.
Hey, look up a picture of a squirrel a dog.
Yeah, it's perfect. There was this one time he totally ratted out his...
It's always look up Michael Jackson's dad.
Yeah. He was talking to his boy behind the computer once, and I think he was just this brand new dude, and he was talking, and he was like, I've never masturbated before. And then
I remember that one.
And Theo was like, dude, what? And was like trying to diagnose him with problems about why he had never done it before.
I forget whose episode that was.
He was talking about it on there, and then
was it with Drisky?
There could have been, but he might have originally discovered it on the clip that I saw.
There was no one else.
Then there was another time. He might bring it up a few times. So then there was another podcast where he had a guest on. And the guest was talking and literally saying nothing related to that. And Theo goes, by the way, did you know this guy has never masturbated before? And it threw him under the bus. And he was like, what? He's like, oh, sorry, I just fell into conversation. Like, no, it didn't fall into conversation at all, but it was just so funny. I think it's funny because you least expect him to say anything.
Can you look up Gorilla Twerking, please? Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Theo is great.
Look up Michael Jackson's dad, but if he was white, like Michael.
I wonder what would happen if you put Theo Vaughn and Eric Andre in a room together.
Didn't they do a podcast together?
They probably did.
It's look up. Can you please look up this? Those are always hilarious. Never fail.
Eric Andre just told a story whenever Johnny Knoxville lit his foot on fire. Cameras were off. They were at a bar. And he had noticed that his foot was getting really hot. He was like, man, like my foot's getting really hot. So he looked down and it was on fire. And Knoxville was laughing and all the cameras were off, but it was because Knoxville had somehow managed to pour like some high percentage alcohol on his foot and lit it on fire. Yeah. And lit it on fire with the cameras off and they were just sitting at the bar.
Okay, let's add some songs to this Jimmy Bob.
I think I got my 3 pretty much ready.
Yeah, that's ready.
Superfly.
It's already on there.
You just put it on there?
No, it's been on there. I know it before the Fast album, so come on now.
Okay, how about all right, whatever. So Big X the Plug, Levels.
Yeah, I knew Superfly. Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for someone to say that song. Nope, put it on minutes ago, buddy.
Big X, they're all Big X the Plug. Big X the Plug, Whip It.
It's gotta be from this album, huh?
Yeah, it should be. Or not. Yep. And Texas, it's probably on there too. I think that's at the top. Yeah. All right, Mr. Superfly.
Superfly. My suit and tie.
It's a good song.
I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a great song.
I want Reaper.
Was it really already on there?
Yeah. Reaper.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
It's so fire. It's so fire. It's incredible. Let's go to the Shoelock album. Who's out here? Leave Someday by Kiva Mooney featuring Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go with Baby. Remember whenever they listen to that song all the time? Do it, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna add that one.
No, don't.
No. Let's go 2 Kizzy Flow by 2K Baby.
Is that one already in there? You have a 2K. Oh, you have Mad 2K
Mad,
Baby.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna show you exactly where.
You had to have added that way early.
It's not way early, but it's
early enough.
Where's that?
Uh-oh.
It's before Mazeltron.
Uh-oh.
I know it's on here.
Uh-oh.
See, it's on there.
Huh. I do not see it. I do not see it at all. That's weird.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
It's like halfway.
Yeah.
Damn! You already had it added.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I was going to add is because the Big X plug has a feature in the one in Fast X. But it really doesn't. They all sound the same.
Yeah, they do. I think it was around when. What's his name? Morgan Wallen's album came out because.
That's around Jad or Dylan.
Someone added 3 songs. This is Jad's song. No. Whose songs are these? Because these are my
They're Dylan.
my
They're
songs.
Dylan because Dylan had Kid Laroi and we never had Kid Laroi before. We still don't have
Dylan
Kid
Hannah.
Laroi. Yeah.
Dylan Hannah, yeah.
Not Dylan Wise, yeah.
Yeah,
I did
no,
that.
because these are, yeah. Then here's Jad songs. But
Yeah. He had
Jad had North North,
No, so this is when it gets into.
but this was my song.
This might be. So that's Dylan. No, this is Jad. Then
Yeah.
North is.
But that's only 2 songs from Jad. What's the third one?
Oh, I don't know.
Because these are definitely. No, he put Escape on there. He put Escape.
Yeah. I think.
And mine's North North, Heartache Medication, and Superfly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got to figure it out. So yeah, as always, I still didn't link it in the description like an idiot.
Yeah, me neither. We promised we would.
I know.
We promised we would.
I'm not going to make any promises about the next podcast, but we will attempt. This way, we have some leeway to put in the descriptions into the links for the playlist that we do, so you guys can connect to the music that we listen to. Mm-hmm. Should we go ahead and wrap this up? I think we're at 45-ish.
Yeah.
As always, like and subscribe. It was a blessing to have Noah here again today. Hopefully, he gets his back checked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
If it's golf related, that would suck. There goes half your summer.
There goes. It seems this back injuries from a quick turn.
Could be quick torque. torque action
It's
in the
from
back.
torquing your back. How often do you torque your back?
I should have made the clip of
15, 20 hours a week.
I should have made the clip of whenever Brandon said I just jiffed on someone. And we oh no, I haven't even edited those clips yet. I just started editing Tony's today. Yeah, so be on the lookout for jiffing on people.
Why does Tony's just happen?
Because I've been editing them so slow.
Dylan was before Tony?
Dylan.
Dylan was
we
before
filmed,
Tony, and then you were supposed to...
and we swapped Brandon and Tony.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
I was wondering, I was like, I thought there were clips of Tony, but there wasn't.
No, I haven't done any of those
Yeah,
yet.
I was thinking that.
I'm putting them out today, actually.
Yeah.
We are at 291 subscribers, actually. I think that's 11 up since the last podcast, which is crazy.
Yeah. We're at 292 and someone...
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were.
Then
Someone,
someone, unsubscribed. Idiot. Why would you do that?
why would you do that?
Now we're going to be a bandwagon later.
One of my friends, he's going to watch this. I know he's going to watch this. Paul's going to watch this because he told me he's going to start watching these videos.
Yeah.
He texted me last night, why did I not know that you had a podcast? I said, I'd be posting about it, bro.
Did he? Yeah.
He said, once I finish work, I'm going to start watching them. Like, thank you, Paul. So, Paul,
welcome to the podcast.
comment on this video
The word couch.
when you finish watching this video because I know you're going to do it.
Yeah, so thank you, Paul, or not thank you, Paul. Hopefully you watch this whole way through and comment the word couch. Yeah, so clips of Tony are coming out. Got more podcasts on the way for you guys at some point. As always, like and subscribe. We will see you in the next episode. Deuces.
You can't manage this, can't break this, boy, I'm funded. Gotta keep my distance when you not 100.